Hi, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Ingot LED pendant. This is the 40-1374. Very sleek, modern, minimalist fixture. Can go over all kinds of things. Dining room tables, kitchen islands. It's also a very good piece that kind of just floats in the air. So if you have views of the mountains or the ocean, this is something you might want to consider. Something that won't block the view and put beautiful light down on those surfaces. Let's get into the size of the fixture body independent of the cables, and that's going to be 1.3 inches high, 1.3 inches wide, and that's going to be the depth really. And then the left to right is really coming in at 72 inches. This is a long fixture. If this is too long for you, but you like this look, check out the fold from Hubbardton Forge. That's going to be the 40-1354. That's going to be more in that 42-44 inch length, going over like a 72-inch table. This fixture is more in line going over a 9-foot table or a 10-foot table up to like a 12-foot table or a counter like a kitchen island if you want to use it in that way. Let's get into a couple other things. Let's talk about the overall height. Distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling, you're going to have a range. It can be as short as 20, which means it could be a semi-flush if that's what you want to use it for, or as long as 100 inches all the way down from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling. If you need yours to be longer than 100 inches, drop me a quick email. Say you're looking at the 40-1374, tell me what you need. So tell me you need 200 inches overall height or something like that. I'm going to take your email, send it through Hubbardton Forge's customs department. It's going to come back with an answer. We do customs every day. Adds a little time and money, but it's something we can do because these are made right here in Vermont and a very short distance from us away. So I want to show you a bit more information about that, but I want to show you more information about the canopy we're going to talk about in a second. And to do that, we're going to look at the installations instructions. So, and that'd be the paperwork that'd be in the box when you get this, but there's some great drawings in there. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for Installations Instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you full parts list, how you put it together, very simple. It's also going to show you the canopy that's up on that ceiling. Canopy is 2.1 inches by 72, and then the cables just hang down from there. You're going to notice something, that 2.1 inches is right around where we're looking at to go over a gang box. So I've talked about this in a couple other videos where you have the same kind of canopy setup. So we kind of cover you in both box situations. If you're taking something else down and this is what you have in your ceiling already and you don't plan on changing it, this is going to automatically come with a cover that will cover that box, but still the rest of the canopy will be very sleek, that 2.1. But this will cover up the box so you don't have to do any of that ripping out part. But if you're doing new construction or a full gut renovation, or you're going to be taking that box out of the ceiling, whatever you have there now, you may elect to put in a gang box. And if you do that, you won't need this. It'll be a much sleeker look. And you can see it in the photographs next to me. So a little tidbit of information about that. Slope ceiling adaptable, one way to 45 degrees. If you're going to be using it on a slope, you want to call me about that so I can walk you through that. So that canopy is going to be about that thick. It's going to hold a transformer. It's going to transform your line voltage down to low voltage. There's a positive and a negative cable going down, which are perfectly safe. And you can see a lot of good information like that. And like I said, technical line drawings of that canopy in the installations instructions. Those are always really good to send to your installer so they know exactly what they're going to be doing well before you get your fixture. Okay, let's talk about a couple other things. Let's talk about what's going on light-wise coming out of this. It's 15.8 watts, which is quite a bit of light. 950 lumens all in delivered. So that's going to be pretty bright, and you'll want to put it on a dimmer that can work with LEDs, and you'll talk to your installer about that, obviously, and tell them it's a dedicated LED. It's going to have a transformer. It's going to use line voltage. They'll know exactly what to do. It's going to be using a different color light that we have in a lot of other fixtures. So this is going to be 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be more on that warmer side, kind of like you took a halogen bulb and you dimmed it down a little bit. That's that kind of more yellow romantic light, we're going to call it. I can also do this in 3000 Kelvin if you do want that as a custom. That's going to be another opportunity for you to email me. So you're looking at the 40-1374, you want it in 3000 K, which is considered warm white, or you want it in maybe a daylight, which is that super bright blue-white light. Some people like that. A lot of designers in like Florida and places like that are kind of edging toward that as a design opportunity. But anyway, we can do those as custom, so just tell me what you want. But as standard product, this will be that 2700 Kelvin, and it is a very romantic light, so you might want to stick right there, especially if it's going over a dining table. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I'll walk you through the whole thing, okay? So, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.